Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we discuss informational based implementation tool. This is also an important topic for exam, and this is the last tool of public policy, which is information based implementation tool. So now we discuss what is information based implementation tool. Information based implementation tool are effort to use the knowledge and data available to government to influence consumer and producers behavior in a direction consistent with government aim and wish, or gather information in order to further their aim and ambition. It is also important note that many new communication practices have emerged in recent years, at least in part due to the development of new information technology, notably computerization and the internet, which have broadened the range and menu of government nodality too. So first we discuss substantive informational instrument. We can define substantive government communication policy instrument as those policy, technique, or mechanism which rely on the use of information to directly or indirectly affect the behavior of those involved in the production, consumption, and distribution of different kind of goods and service in society. Information dissemination, or we can say that spread tool. Peters define persuasion instrument as those persuasion scheme which convey message which may or may not contain factual information which overtly seek to motivate target audience to modify their behavior. Next we discuss exhortation and moral suasion. The most prominent type of substantive information tool designed to pursuit is the appeal from political leaders to various social actors, urging them to follow a government's lead in some area of social or economic life. Many countries, for example, administer important aspect of their financial system in this fashions, asking bank, taxpayers, and other financial instruments to act in a certain way. Next, we discuss information campaign, mass media, and targeted information campaign. On the other hand, are much more visible and tend to be aimed less as procedure sorry producer than at consumers. Adler and Pittles 1984 described these tools as notification instruments which convey factual information to the intelligent target. Implicit in the notification approach is the belief that the target, once apprised of the facts, will make the appropriate decision. Next heading, we discuss information and knowledge collection tool. Information collection is the key to many and better policies. Many implementation instruments exist to collect information and can contribute to enhanced evidence-based policy making. This extends to the use of licensing provision. In this, information may be collected before or after a license is granted, but can also involve the use of research and generation of new policy relevant knowledge. Next, we discuss judicial inquiries and executive commission. One fairly common and high profile means by which government collect information is a judicial inquiry or executive commission. These exist on a spectrum depending on their relationship to government agencies and according to their functions. Some inquiries and task forces are largely internal to government and intended to mobilize network actors. Next, we discuss National Statistical Agency. Another such tool is the use of statistical agencies, which are specifically tasked with collecting data on a wide variety of social activity of individual groups and firms. These typically operate using internationally recognized standards for classifying these activities and may rely more or less heavily or voluntarily disclosure of information, survey and polling. In many countries, governments are now the largest purchasers of survey and many government agencies now undertake survey on a regular basis, both as environmental scans in order to try to anticipate issue but also in order to determine what public opinion on agency performance. Next, we discuss procedural informational instrument. In order to purchase their preferred policy initiative, government often use procedural tool based on government information resources in order to attempt to alter the behavior of policy network members involved in policy making processes just as they attempt to alter consumer and producer behavior through the employment of substantive information based tools. So the first is information release tool. Two common types of procedural information release or disclosure tool: information disclosure through freedom of information and privacy laws, and consultation tool like public hearing, the discreet use of confidential information such as planned leak to the press or planned public disclosure of government intention. Next, we discuss freedom of information legislation. These provisions allow access to an individual own record and those of others, with numerous exemptions. Been many to protect other individuals from unnecessary disclosure and allowing access to document and record of others, with numerous exemptions. Again, many being and intended to protect individuals from unnecessary disclosure. Next, discuss information release prevention tool. There is also a wide range of such tools designed to protect certain kinds of information on government activities or in government files. These include protecting not only information collected by governments but that which comes into their possessions, for example, from a foreign government or via document filled in court cases and the like. Next heading we discuss censorship. This has occurred in many countries during wartime but also in peacetime. for example, as media, film, or threats censorship. This latter use has been slowly whittled, sorry, whittled away in most advanced countries as individual rights in democratic states have been ruled to trump government or collective ones, but wartime prohibition remain very common. Next, we discuss official secret acts. Official secret acts are a replacement for censorship in many areas. These are often the most important statute relating to national security in many countries and are designed to prohibit and control access to and the disclosure of sensitive government information. And the last heading of procedural information tool is Privacy Act. This exists in many jurisdictions as a counterpoint to access to information laws in which type of personally specified information is excluded from such act. Some jurisdictions have specific legislation devoted to this subject, usually with a focus on protecting personal information in areas such as health, financial or tax matter, and with respect to criminal proceeding. And now we discuss conclusion. The assumption that greater knowledge always equal greater compliance with government aim, for example, is not always the case. Alcoholism and drug abuse, for example, are complex problems that are not rational in the sense that individuals continue to consume or engage in them while knowing their destructive attributes, and greater knowledge may not affect or alter behavior in such cases. So, if you understand these notes, please subscribe my YouTube channel and also like and share my video with your friends, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.